city. There are people everywhere. The snow is falling white and pretty as I stroll on my way to you. How would you feel about packing up?
So I'm gonna sit down and work on the puzzle, but look how close we are. We really only have like this little bit left. So feeling optimistic.
I would rather be somewhere with you, without TV or phone. Is it wrong for me to want you for my own? This Christmas, let the others miss us. Let's go get snowed in. Let's go get snowed in.
I want to show you like what we're looking at the moment because it's nuts. Like this is the difference between pieces right now. Actually on camera it's like a little bit easier to tell honestly which ones are black and which ones are gray, but like my eyes cannot see the difference right at this moment.
Let's go get snowed in.
So we finished, except we're missing one piece. We're gonna try and find it. It was literally just sitting on top of the puzzle, but it blended in so you couldn't see it. Here we go. This is it. Maybe. This is it doesn't fit. We did it! Are you happy?
Yeah.
This is the big moment in our lives. Now what do you do with it? Good morning, everybody. Happy day 16 of Vlogmas. Happy day 16. I don't know if you noticed, but our advent calendar didn't have candy in it this morning, and I'm guessing our little took one when he came over yesterday. But so that was anticlimactic. But we finished our puzzle this morning. I hope you saw that. I was like so proud of that puzzle, so I really needed that validation. I'm making some toast now for breakfast. It's about 9:18 in the morning, and that's my test. I'm gonna work from home this morning, so I'm gonna stay cozy and just do a little bit of work. I have a pre-interview for a podcast that I'm doing in a couple months at 11, and so I'm gonna do that from home, and then we'll have lunch, and then we'll go to the office. Honestly, I did not bring my to-do list home, but so I'm a little bit lost without it. So I'm gonna have to kind of just like make up what I think I need to do, which shouldn't be too hard. So I'm gonna do that, and then we'll work for like an hour and a half, and then we'll have our pre-interview, and then we'll do lunch. That's what's up. Let me know, because we do have like 10 days left of Vlogmas, and I just don't want you guys to get bored with like my day-to-day life, because I feel like I'm just kind of like, here's what I'm doing today. So if that does bore you, it won't hurt my feelings. You don't have to tell me it bores you, but if you would like something else, if there's something that you're interested in or you'd like to hear about or you'd like me to go over, I have a couple of things coming up that are a little bit like less day in the life style things. But yeah, yeah, so if there's something like that that you want, just let me know and we will do it, because that's, you know, fun for me too. But as of now, we're just going to carry you out. I'm going to carry you throughout my day. Okay, let's have some toast and get to work. Hello. So, fun fact, I just realized, like, I don't even know how it, like, came to me. On my calendar, what I have at 11 is saved as a pre-interview. And then randomly, I was just like, I'm gonna double check, and it's not. It's a podcast interview. So, that means I have to be at the office because my mic and everything is there. It's a tricky thing because, like, it's like, at 11, I have that interview, and then I guess I could come home and eat lunch or whatever, but it's just kind of like a weird thing to just like drive there, do a podcast interview, and drive back, basically. But I guess that's what I'm gonna do. I was gonna like try and like maybe I'll pack a lunch and take it, but as I'm talking to you, I think I'm just gonna do that. So I'm gonna get dressed and head out for the podcast interview, and then come home for lunch. Okay, so for clothes, I really just wanted to be like as comfortable as possible and warm. So I'm wearing my loved sweatshirt from Enneagram and Coffee merch. American Eagle jeans, obviously, and my Adidas. And then this is from my Nuuly. It's a trench coat from Universal Standard. And I like to wear like trench coats or like nice coats with sweatshirts because it makes me feel a little bit more put together. I'm not gonna see anyone, but it's kind of like a nice light layer. I did end up liking this a lot, and I think it's like true to size. Maybe I could have sized down one, but honestly, I actually don't think I could have, like if I were to button it. So it's pretty true to size. And I like it a lot. I just actually have a trench coat already. So I don't know why I even rented this. So I'm going to get one more wear out of it before I send it back. But yeah, I did end up liking it. I just don't need one. So y'all, I'm not even kidding you. I left my office keys at my house. Okay, so I have to drive back home, get those, because at first I was like, well, maybe I can just do this interview at home, but then my podcast is in there, so I'm gonna drive back home, get my keys, drive back. Obi is right there waiting for me. I love him so much. Thank you.
Love you, girl.
I love you too. And then this guy, within like the 5 minutes I'm gone, parks in my parking spot. This is not cool. Not my favorite moment of the day so far. I kid you not when I tell you every day has been like this for like days. And I am like trying to keep it together and like be positive and be like, it's gonna be fine, but I swear to you, I'm being like taught a lesson from the universe in persevering through stressful things. I can't even like, but we are here and we made it in time for me to record this video. So that's good. I'm going to, get my life in order, get prepped for the interview, and then decide post-interview if I'm going to stay home afterwards. So I have another interview at 4:30, and technically like I can do that from my house, which might be nice to just like not have to come back out here a third time today. However, my house just like isn't as quiet, so we'll figure this out. We'll learn, we'll decide together if this is gonna happen or not. Y'all. I'm ready for vacation. Sometimes when I'm having a bad day, I force myself to smile for a few minutes, especially when I have like a podcast interview or something that I have to do. And then it helps me to have like a real smile. So let's really crazy. All right, friends, we did it. It was a great interview. I'm like so glad we made it. A good interview can turn a day around, I think. So it is almost noon. I am going to check out my to-do list real quick and just kind of see if there's anything that has to happen here, and just kind of like decide if I want to go home for the rest of the day, or kind of what I'm gonna do. I don't know my plan. So yeah, let's look at my to-do list and then I'll decide. Okay, so it looks like I'm definitely gonna come back this afternoon, because one of the things I wanted to do today, and I hope I have time to get to, but if I'm gonna root for it, is to record some January podcast episodes from my podcast. And then I have a podcast interview at 4:30, and so it is nicer to do those here, so I'm just gonna come back. So I am gonna plan to go home for lunch, work from there for a bit, and then come back here around 3 if I can, and then have an hour and a half to record and then do my interview and then come home for dinner. Yeah, so that's what we're gonna do. Let's head home for lunch and then get some work out of the way. I'm gonna bring this guy. Also, fun fact, I created a playlist called Exit Feelings that I'm using during this stressful time. And it's just like songs that are like ridiculous and make me happy, and I danced them and it's giving me life. Okay, I am home and I am getting ready to, well, Obi and I are gonna make lunch together. He's gonna make us some grilled cheeses. I'm gonna make us a salad. And we're gonna eat that for lunch. But I wanted to ask you, if you have a song that like always makes you happy, puts you in a good mood, will you put it in the comments below? Because I have like a very short like happy playlist, but I would like more songs in there. So I'm looking for suggestions in the comments below.
Christmas lights are all around. I can see them now. It's like they spell your name. It's insane. Now we're back here once again. Holidays and cheer. But now I got my eye set on you. I'm not gonna play it safe. It's going down on Christmas Day.
Okay, so you're probably gonna hear Obi's class in the background. But I'm about to make afternoon coffee. I have one more task to do here before I go back to the office to record some. But I just wanted to share with you that in Obi's class, I love to eavesdrop on the classes that he's in. A girl just did a presentation about how Anne Frank stayed inside for 2 years so we could do it. She stayed inside. We can like stay away from people for a little while. I loved that. Okay, so I'm gonna try the Starbucks Nespresso pods and see if they're good with milk. That is what will distinguish them from the ones we usually get from the Voltessa ones we usually get from Nespresso. So do that, and then I'm gonna do my final task of the day before my final task at home before we go back to the office. Okay, so I'm heading down to the car to go to the office. I did end up really liking that cappuccino, actually, better than the other espresso. So I don't know, not better than like our main cappuccino espresso. I feel like this is a confusing thing. We get 2 espressos, one we use with milk, one we don't use with milk, and we don't like it with milk at all. And I think I like the Starbucks one better than the one we don't usually use in milk. It's more functional. Okay, so in the car, I just paid like $4,000. Well, I'm rounding up. It was like $3,000 and $800 or something like that, for the deposit on that bronchoscopy I have next week. It's so stressful. I do not feel comfortable with that, and it's just like a weird thing to be like, this is a hard time. And I feel like it's like funny to have like a hard time and to be vlogging every day, because it's like, I feel like I'm bumming you guys out, but we'll all survive, I'm sure. I like when other people share their hard times with me, so I'm just gonna kind of assume it's the same. But so I spent that money on the bronchoscopy, and I wasn't planning to. I didn't know I was gonna have to do that. It's a little bit stressful, but I had a company who like did not pay me all year, and I had to like round up all the payments that they owed me, and they all came today. So I got the check in the mail. It was like $4,000 for like all their missed payments. So that kind of like is a positive. I told Opie, I was like, I want to believe, like, I want to take the attitude of like, look, it was just replenished. But really I was counting on having both of those monies kind of going into the new year. So it's not exactly a relief, but I'm gonna just like pretend like it is for a minute and hold on to that. I wanted to say that something that has been really helpful for me right now is other than my Exit My Feelings playlist, big fan, but I'm actually working on some like workshops specifically for type 1. So if you're an Enneagram person or an Enneagram fan, I am an Enneagram 7. When I'm stressed out, I move to type 1. And so I've actually been doing all of this like additional research on type 1, just because I like to like reread a bunch of stuff before I create a workshop, because I just, there's like nuance and detail that I don't want to miss. And reading about the number I go to in stress has been so helpful for me, because I can see it so clearly in my life. And so it helps me to kind of like soften those tendencies and to be gentle with myself, and to just kind of notice the things that are arising, like black and white thinking, or for me, like black and white thinking or feeling like I can't control like other people doing the right thing, feeling like I'm overdoing, like I need to get really clear on like what's mine to do really, being sensitive to criticism, things like that like normally aren't really my particular set of issues, but like are when I'm stressed, when I'm already stressed out. So anyway, good information, found that helpful. Hopefully, you know, if you're in a stressed out season as well, that might be a fun thing to explore. Okay, it's 3:08 p.m. I am heading into the office. I'm going to listen to some Megan Stallion and just like have a blast. And then when I get in, I'm just like immediately going into podcast recording. I'm going to try and pre-record week 1 of January's podcasts. I have 2 of them written already, so I'll just go straight in and record those. Then I'll try and finish writing one, record that. And then I have a podcast interview for my podcast, which is also week 1 of January, that I'm very excited about. So I'll do that podcast interview and then we'll head home. That's the plan. Hello, everybody. Welcome to season 2 of the Enneagram and Coffee podcast. Okay, so I just finished recording 2 podcast episodes. I have 15 minutes until my interview, so I'm going to just kind of prep for the interview and make sure I am like nice and refreshed on my interviewee, and yeah, and then we'll interview our girl, and then I'll head home. Okay, we are going to go into my podcast interview. I'm so pumped. Here are all my exciting notes. Yeah, I'm going in. I'll see you on the other side. It is dark. Let's see. Oh, that's creepy. Okay, there. So I am obviously about to head home. It's so cold. Whew. That interview though was like amazing. It was with Ariel Astoria. It's gonna come out the first week of January on that Friday. I'm just like absolutely in love with her, and the interview did not disappoint. So it just like makes the day. It doesn't really matter how like hard a day is or how stressful, like getting to make something beautiful with someone else is just amazing. So yeah, I'm cold. I'm heading home. Then we're going to take a shower, hopefully. I always tell you what we're gonna do. It sometimes isn't even accurate, but I'm heading home now. I'll see you when we get there. So, I keep turning you on too soon before there's any light. Okay, so it is time for the big shower. I get 2 big showers a week where I'm like, do the hair and everything. Today's that day. And because I am having like a stressful time, I'm like, I want to make it feel special. Obviously it's a shower, so I can't do like a bath bomb or anything like that, but like, I feel like I have something. I have like this basket of like goodies, and there's got to be something in here we can do. I'm gonna put you down. Hold on. We talked about earlier, I'm reading a lot about like type 1 and how my type shows up as a type 1 when I'm stressed out. And I feel it so hard right now, like just kind of like resisting. I don't know, I get into like black and white thinking, and I get into feeling like I can't just like have pleasurable moments, like I have to sacrifice, and that's just like not real. So my goal this week, the rest of this week, is to just intentionally infuse little pockets of like pleasure in everything that I do. So we're gonna start right now and making this shower like not a boring one. So far I have a hair mask, so I'm gonna do a hair mask because why not? And eucalyptus essential oils, I'm gonna put that in the bottom, so when it showers it'll steam eucalyptus back up. Also, this body scrub it's like Bum Bum body scrub. So let's do that. I'm gonna put the hair mask in, put the body scrub on, put the oils in, and then I think I'm gonna do like dim, low, like mood lighting while we're in there. Oh, and I can put something on the radio. Maybe I'll put like soft, relaxing music on. So also post shower, I also really love when I just like let myself take like 90 years to get ready after shower. And so I'm just gonna like stay in my robe, stay in my towel, and like do all of dinner and everything like this. I'm not gonna like rush getting into like pajamas yet. So I'm gonna end the vlog here because I'm just gonna eat dinner and edit you guys, and then we're gonna go to bed. So thank you guys so much for hanging out with me for day 16. I will see you tomorrow for day 17. Tomorrow is probably gonna be another just like day in my work life, but max, we have 3 more days of that because I have only 3 more days of work until holiday break. So then we'll get into fancier stuff. Again, let me know in the comments below if you have a request or something that you want. And let me know if you have a song that always makes you happy. My interview today, Ariel, she told me about a song called Vitamins that I am now obsessed with, and it got added to the list. So you let me know as well. See you soon.